Do you like my starting soon screen? It's not even a screen, it's just an image overlaid over my screen. I can actually like wiggle this and then you can see the stuff behind it move. I thought it was pretty cool. Let me get rid of that. See how cool is that? Now it's gone. Turn the music up. Hopefully the audio and the music is okay. We shouldn't have any ads this time because I downloaded it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? And then this other thing that I did was I actually have I have the same canvas open twice. I have one on the left and then one on the right. The one on the right isn't gonna move when I move the one on the left. Maybe this stuff is actually super basic, but I'm so tired that this seems like mind-blowingly cool to me at the moment. But yeah, some upgrades. So today I've got just some stuff to chip away at. This is a commission. I've got a few other commissions. I'll show you some of the commissions I've got going. There's this commission. This is the one that I was working on last week. I work really slow, as you can tell. I've also got where's the other one? I've also got this one, which I did finish. And then I've got the something that I'm doing that's not a commission is my first Halloween themed one, which is gonna be like a pumpkin Lolita type thing. And no clothes yet, but basically this guy is looking at this those big packs of Halloween candies, like 100 chocolate bars in a box. Can't afford them, still wants them, obviously wants to celebrate Halloween. The box starts leaking and then she becomes a girl. That's pretty much it. It's gonna be like I haven't decided whether I'm gonna go like pumpkin colors or the standard orange black type colors for her yet. But the main thing is the bodies are put down, so it's pretty easy after that. The hardest part is definitely the poses. Yeah, these are the things that I'm currently working on. And I'd like to finish this one today. I'll give you a bit of a show and tell. So basically, this character here, Baker, is making a potion in order to improve his magic spells, because he's not really doing too well with his spells for beginners here. So he has rose petals and fresh mint. He doesn't have Eye of Newt, but he's got a chocolate eyeball. He doesn't have any valerian root, but cilantro, you know, everyone's got cilantro. And no hill giant tears, but filtered tap water. And no real cauldron to mix it in, but he's got this like these little plastic tubs for trick or treat. So close enough, he drinks it and then he becomes a witch. There's actually a fourth one coming, but that's gonna be next month, because these are the monthly patron transformations. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The main thing is I wanted to have these. I wanted to have the two screens here like this, so I can zoom in and out on this one, and then you can still kind of see what's going on without it getting too messy. You don't like cilantro? I feel like I'm the only person who I know that genuinely likes cilantro. I hear people say it tastes like soap, but I don't really get soap from it. I just get deliciousness. It's weird. I'm the only one in my family that likes it, and I only tasted it because we went to a family friend's house like when I was a kid, and I ended up eating so much that I got really itchy. I think I had an allergic reaction to it. But it's fine in moderation, so as an adult, I really like it. Right, so this character, we'll give her some makeup. I've already done the blush, so makeup is next. I think just a layer, kind of a light layer. I didn't want to go too dark with her features, so I just really wanted to emphasize this kind of muted purple color, which is quite nice. Oh, but look how cool this lip color is. Okay. I'll do the skirt first. So yeah, shading is the most convoluted part of the process. It takes a very, very long time. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to move the canvas a little bit less. Yeah, the one on the right, the second screen, is kind of to prevent all that jankiness when I do move the canvas so much. Well, there's one more step after this. It does become a bodice, and I want to do a kind of a laced thing. That's why her the strings on the waistband are kind of flying up here. But this is the second last step, everyone's favorite. And yeah, shading spheres and cubes and stuff is really fun, but shading 4 or 5 characters at once is a little bit time consuming. I think line drawing is definitely my favorite part. Like, drawing the lines is 10 out of 10, and then choosing the colors is like an 8 out of 10, and the closer you get to shading, the lower the score becomes. I do really like shaded images. I just don't like actually doing the shading very much. do some nails before I forget to do the nails. Yeah, it's one of those things that comes with practice and patience, and you always need more patience than you have. Right, the same goes for shading. You always need more patience than you have. I think if I didn't have to shade things, I'd probably be more ambitious, but then I feel like they're kind of incomplete if I don't shade them, so I can't really win here. What is going on? Why is this so blurry? Have you ever heard the phrase create more than you consume? I feel like it is often the opposite. Like if you're trying to pursue something creative, you need to consume more than you create. Otherwise, like inspiration is so hard to come by, especially if you're like employed. If you have work, if you have like family responsibilities, you've got other things going on in your life, creativity is not going to come and find you. You have to get inspired by things. Like with my drawings with Chad Tao, a lot of the stuff is just like a diary of what I've been doing. Like the one that I did of perfumes was the day that I went ham at Bath and Body Works and bought too many body sprays. Like that kind of stuff. So, just want to add this little glow here. I thought that would look cool. And do the same on the sleeves thing. Discovered the magic of using gradients at some point this week. I don't know why I wasn't using them very much, but now I just can't stop. It looks so good. So are you planning on writing or creating anything for Halloween? It's the best holiday. So these are the clasps that will become the bodice. It's like the typical Halloween costume bodice, but it started off as a heart, so it is a little bit special. And the sleeve. How do you feel about that meme that's been going around, which is like, it doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to get something started and then you can fix it later? Obviously it wasn't that long-winded, but I just can't remember the exact words. It was something like that. Like the whole gist of it was like, you don't have to get it perfect on your first try, you just have to get started and then you can keep refining it. Yeah, caffeine highs are pretty good. Or even like when you just achieve that they call it flow state, I think, like where you can just be productive for a very long time. And I find it's hard to get into that mindset unless you've got a whole lot of free time, so like on weekends maybe. Because the minute you start thinking about work or something, you just break it. You should add a plot twist. Any plot twist. You know, one of the best feelings is like finishing something in one sitting, which never happens to me anymore. But if you sit down and you start doing something, and then you manage to finish it in the same sitting or even in the same day, it's such a great feeling of accomplishment. Yeah, why did they guilt you into doing it? I think in the beginning I asked ChatGPT to help me come up with plots for comics, and the stuff it was churning out was pretty interesting, a little bit cringy, but quite fun. I never ended up making any of them, but it's been interesting. And also if you just want to vent and you don't want to vent to a real person, or because you think that they'll think you're a crazy person, you can just vent to ChatGPT and agree with everything you say. It's quite funny. We do that at work. you try to get like really messed up images. No, I tried to make some pretty messed up images. I tried to confuse it so that it'll give me those messed up images, because AI is not what it used to be. It used to be really fun with the extra fingers and stuff, but now it's too serious and it's too realistic. I just want some messed up looking stuff, and I want the videos of like food transforming into penguins, or like the I don't know if you've seen the one where the guy is hitting a tennis ball and then the floor turns into water. It was quite dreamlike. I liked that it was messed up. I don't like ones that can like steal your style or, you know, ruin your life. Just fun stuff. I miss when the anime people would have like 5 hands and 3 eyes, or like if you try to get 2 characters, their heads would melt into each other. Yeah, maybe an older model would. This one here. Okay, so this one. Let's see, nails. I've done the nails, I've done the makeup. I'm gonna do. I've done the skin as well. I'm almost ready to switch over to another one. Let's fix this up. I quite liked how this one turned out. I think she's really cute looking. I also made her skin a little bit paler from here. I'm gonna go put in a highlight on her lip. Yeah, look forward to seeing it. The more messed up, the better they are. Okay, so there's the lip. Oh, right, earrings. That's what I was missing. For this one, I think the earrings, because I like to grow earrings where like they start off as studs, and then as the image moves on, they get larger and more dramatic. No, I don't want to give it away all at once. Let's tone down the eyebrows here. add a few of these ribs back in, just little details. And then here on the heart, okay, so I think this one is almost completely done. This shirt could be a little bit. Make that lightning bolt a different color. I think that's pretty much it for this one. So I'm going to switch over to another one. Would you rather see another commission, the one with the 4 busts, or would you rather see the Halloween image, which is not really started, but it would be the beginnings of the outfit coming together. Okay, I think we're tied. We need a third person to come in here and comment. Otherwise I'll roll a coin, or roll a coin, flip a coin, if I have a coin. Just need one person. Hello, welcome. This one. Okay, so I'll type it in here. Yes. 6. Oh, I spelled the image wrong. Image. Being very productive, making great time. Okay, so I think the Halloween one has won then. Let me just put this away. I hope you like seeing the beginnings of an image. It's interesting, but last time I had kind of the same the same thing when we did the one with the guy with the Bluetooth and the sunglasses, and then it ended up really nice. So I love getting different people's inputs that aren't my own. So if you have any great ideas, feel free to shout them out. Just give me a sec to figure out where did I put the butterfly? Architect. Designing houses? Oh no, I closed the wrong thing. Get it back. I'm gonna close this. That's really cool. I don't know if you're aware of the builder Madame Homes, but they have like the nicest houses in the world. The ones I'll never be able to afford, but they're so pretty. Because we had this plot of land nearby, and they got purchased by investors, and then Madame Homes came along, and they were building these really lovely detached houses. I was just thinking, I'm never gonna be able to afford one. But maybe that'll be my goal, to own a Madame home. Oh, do you actually? They're so pretty. I saw one. It was I wanted to buy it so bad. If I had the money, I would have bought it. But it was the house at the end of the street where the entrance is on the side of the house, and then the garage is off to the like other side. So this one is, well, it's quite open-ended right now what he's gonna become for Halloween. I was thinking of doing like a Lolita type thing, and I'll show you what I was thinking. But if you guys have better ideas, let me know. Yeah, it's a modern house. It's two garages, which is like where I live. That's 2 million starting price, which is just crazy. It wasn't too big on square footage, 2,500 to 3,000, 3,000 max. But it was so pretty. It's like it exists in the back of my head. Like when I close my eyes and think of future me, I'm really hoping that she has a Madame home. Okay, so I had some reference images saved. Let me show you what I was thinking. And you can tell me if this is kind of too tacky. So here's number 1. Copy image. I wish I had a picture of the house to show you. It was truly, like, there were so many colors to it as well. It wasn't just because we have a lot of houses where I am where it's just gray brick. Yeah, red houses. It's got to be red. It's got to be brick. If it's got one of those round towers, I would kill for it. Anyone, just tell me who to kill. I'll go kill them and just give me that house with a tower. You know, a red house with a tower, 2 garages. I don't even need 3 garages. I just need 2. Yeah, I don't know if I have a picture of that house, but it is so pretty. Yeah, I don't think I have, because I went onto the construction site. I had no business doing that actually, but you know when they're building houses, they have like the model houses. I went to check out a model house. I don't know why. I had no business doing it. I couldn't afford it. Oh, that's amazing. You get paid to design a gorgeous Madame home? What is the person commissioning you do for a living? I gotta start doing what they're doing. Sorry, now I'm just trying to find. I had another reference image here too, but I'm also trying to find the gorgeous house. Like, I've never seen one like it where I am. The ones where I am are all like gray brick, kind of dungeon looking. Scroll too far. Yeah, I was thinking for this drawing, this kind of Lolita-ish thing with long boots, because it's kind of cold. During Halloween, we used to have to go trick-or-treating wearing we used to have to go trick-or-treating wearing parkas and jackets and snow pants because it was really cold. I can count the number of times on my hand the times we didn't have to be all bundled up. I was thinking the orange and black. Anyway, let me show you. I found this on my phone. So, Brayden, this is the Madame homes. This is the only picture I have. This was their model house. I actually got to go inside and tour it, and it was amazing. Like, coffered ceilings. The ceiling was so tall, I could stand on my friend's shoulders, and I would still not be able to touch the ceiling on the second floor. And it had second floor laundry. It was so good looking. Kind of upsetting. Like, I can't afford this. Anyway, back to drawing. Don't get distracted. So yeah, I was deciding between the long sleeves or the short sleeves because I like this part of the sleeve. This flowy bit, kind of like this aprony bit. And I definitely want this long bit here. Like these long bits. I was thinking of combining the two. But I'm not sure the sleeves. It really could go 2 ways because the sleeve is really cool, but this one is super feminine as well. It's not always easy to blend them as well. I love this corset part as well, but I also like this little bow here. I also kind of like this little ruffle going on here. And it looks like this one has some sort of a glove. But I didn't really like this part. That part's kind of the 2 long bits with the bows. I don't like them as much as the left one. The sleeves getting tied together and the arms being like a straight jacket, like what they what they do in those asylum movies. It's not that kind of Halloween image. This is just a nice sweet girl. Okay. I'm gonna start trying to mix the two. So get my layer. Hopefully you can see. Let me zoom in on this a little bit more. But this is mostly how it goes. I always have an idea for the girl and her hairstyle, and then the rest is kind of pieced together as it goes. Yeah, I think a tattoo will look nice on her as well. Maybe like a bat tattoo. Something Halloween. I was thinking she was gonna be a redhead. Like a kinda like this, the color of her outfit, but I also didn't want it to clash with the outfit too much because she's gonna have an orange dress. Could also go with like this this girl's hairstyle. The girl on the right, her it could go either way. I have to kind of piece it together first. I mean, we could figure it out now. But you'll see what a mess my process is if I show you. This is get rid of that. I did everything on a separate layer because I wanted it to be neat. But there's like two ways that we could go about doing it. The first one is like your straight gingery color. I'm gonna lay them all out. So you got like this color, or slightly more red tinted. So these are from the Copic marker palette. Slightly more red. Then you have like more auburn colors, and then you got like kind of a deep red. Oh, she looks insane. She looks insane with these so like this last one. So let's say the dress is gonna be like one of these two colors, perhaps this color. So that would work as well. Maybe if I take this, make it a little bit more saturated. I think that works even better. So I'll give her this hair color. And then the eyes are going to be a toss-up between purple or green. I thought of doing orange eyes, but then there's enough orange in the dress and the hair, everything else. So I'm just gonna give her something with a little bit more contrast in that area. So this is the color that she would have, and then I'll fill in back as well. Yeah, I was thinking purple would be quite nice, because I think people expect kind of green with red hair, because in nature that appears a lot. But purple is also a gorgeous color, like this. Something like this, maybe a little bit lighter. I think it's just a little bit more unexpected. So that could look good. And then let's add that streak to her hair. Streaks make everything spicier. So on the, yeah, white streak. I really like when they have, down one side like this, maybe. And then because she's got that huge curl, it's gotta show up in the curl as well. But I also like when the front of her hair, like this fringe bit, has some as well. Something like that. Give her a couple more strands. I have the urge to just do her makeup now, but I haven't even colored in her eye whites. Let's do, but I just want to get it down first. I was definitely thinking that if we take her hair color, make it a little bit darker, we can get like a good lipstick shade for her. May have to make her mouth a little bit bigger. I think the lips add to the hint of vampire. So her mouth kind of... She looks like she's in pain now. I don't know what I've done. Let me change up her mouth. Maybe let's go the demure route. Make her a little bit more demure instead of happy. Do maybe make her a little bit cheekier. So a eyeliner. A good winged eyeliner makes you feel like you're worth $1 million, honestly. Like, I'm in real life, I mean. Here, let's do... Applying it a bit thick, but, you know. Make a statement. I'm gonna do the eye whites, though. It's a little bit weird that she doesn't have any. Just gonna give her some. There we go, and then let's see. And then you wanted purple lips, you said? They would look better than red? Is that too much? We'll give her full lips. Oopsie. Kind of reminds me of this Bratz doll that I have that has like the same coloration. Sorry, I'm all the way in the corner here. Make her bigger. And then whatever color is used for her lips, I just want to put it on the lip. I want to put it on her eyes as well, just a small amount. This lip. And then she will of course have like a bit of blush going as well. You know what? Eyeliner is surprisingly difficult. You're meant to get your waterline, but it's not inside your eyelid. I don't know. I'm still working on my own one. I barely mastered winged eyeliner, and now I can't live without it. Is this a little bit too heavy for makeup, or do you think she ended up with gradient lips? I will fill in the lip a little bit. I think she ended up quite cute, actually, even with the thicker lips. Like that. Okay, so here is what is happening with her head here. So here's the final face and the hair. Oh, blush. Oh, drawing hands and fingers? Just practice, I guess. There was a time when I was a piano teacher, I had a lot of children come in as students, and I'd be drawing a lot of hands for them. So it would be like they come in, and it was a bit of a party trick to kind of get their attention, because, you know, little kids, I mostly taught age 4 to 10. The 4-year-olds don't like to sit very still, especially if it's their first time meeting you. Some of them just want to be like, hi, and then climb all over you. So it'd be like, okay, you know what, here, there's your hand, you know, this is your right hand, and then, you know, left hand, right hand. When you play the piano, where does your thumb go? Not under the keys, it goes on the keys. And you want your hands to be like that. Your fingers are always on the keys. And then there's another way we draw hands, but we don't do that because it's very rude. But yeah, that's pretty much where I got started with that. And then the rest is look at your own hands. I think feet are a little bit harder. Feet are, I don't really like feet. I think they're kind of gross. But they're just hands with shorter fingers. What did I do? I'm trying to delete this bit here. This hand could be improved a bit though. Now that we're looking at hands. Yeah, joints are important as well. Like wrists were mind-boggling to me at the beginning. I didn't realize wrists were such a thing. And it's like you have to be wary of the wrist and also the elbows. You can't just make everyone have macaroni arms. Give her a belly button. It's missing. Okay, now time to get the dress. I went on a makeup tangent. So we're gonna get back to the dress now. Oh, thank you. I am unfortunately self-taught, but I try. Here's... Oh. Do you mind if I turn off the head layer? It's gonna be a little bit unnerving. But I want to get underneath the hair. This is so strange. It looks really strange from looking at the preview on OBS. It's a little bit weird. But I wanted to slice everything up into manageable chunks, I guess. Definitely want these apron things. I noticed that they're puffy as well, so like this. Tied at the waist. Okay. I'll put a layer like tracing paper. Unfortunately, so much of it is going to be covered up by her hair now that I think about it. It's kind of a shame. I did consider making her a ball jointed doll because I do love ball jointed dolls. I think I might do a version of her where the hair in the front is just like pushed back, because I'm not seeing any ruffle. It's a little bit unfortunate. But we'll see. And this is the corset bit here. And this whole dress is just going to be one large piece. So I'm not sure if the position of this bow makes a whole lot of sense, because I want to do the corset-y bit as well. But the bow wouldn't look good if it's too low down. I'm not sure if this is going to get too messy. We'll try. It could just be the corset is actually laced from the top. And this will end here. And then the dress itself looks like it's kind of poofy at the bottom. It's going to be around like the image with the long sleeves. Make it a little bit shorter actually. Shorter but still poofy. And then these bits will be a bit longer. Yeah, I think that was a bit too short. It had better shape when it was longer, maybe. What do you think? Shorter or longer? just make this side larger. It's a bit hard to see because the body is peeking out too much. So let me just fill this. Let's do a white fill. You can see where I forgot to draw this part. I might give her detachable sleeves as well, just as an option. Make that bigger. I want to make this part. This part's got to be a little bit longer than that. I think it is on the picture. So it's got to be down past here. Not too much. Down past there. Oh, I can't wait for Halloween. Though this year I decided to cut out chips and sugar until I find a new job. So it's like motivation. If I can't find a new job, if I'm not looking hard enough, I don't get to eat sugar and I don't get to eat chips. I don't know why. It just seemed right at the time. Plus, work got really stressful and I knew if I let myself eat like that, I would just start gaining weight like crazy. And I don't want to do that. It's not healthy. Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating because usually Halloween is my favorite one, and this image is autobiographical again. In that this year they raised the price on those little chocolates so much that it would cost me like $200 just to give out treats to the kids, which is really I'm gonna have to work harder to buy the treats because my neighborhood is these townhouses and there's 500 of them. So, well, 570 of them. And some people drop off their kids in our neighborhood to go trick-or-treating because it is the best. The houses are so close together. And you know, I used to do that as a kid, so I just want to pay it forward. I want to hand out treats, but my god, the prices. Usually we have to prepare about 500, 600 treats, and last year my mom got 500 and then we ran out. So this year I live on my own, so same neighborhood, but we're both giving out treats at the same time. Yeah, if I can't get treat money by then, I probably will have to just turn off the lights as well. Right, so I want to do, I shouldn't do coloring just yet, but I wanna get this started. So I'm not gonna go full black, I'm gonna go like a purpley black. Are you're in the camp of dressing up scary? Yeah, it definitely helps with the treat fund. I haven't decided on a costume yet this year. Do you make your costume or do you buy it from like a costume store? That's cool. I have friends who like go to thrift stores and just like buy random pieces and then they come home and they make something amazing. And I was raised on like just going to Walmart and buying the $20 costume because my parents didn't really care about that kind of stuff. In fact, like they're first generation immigrants, they found a little bit weird, like the whole tradition. Like they like giving out candy, but they're like, why you want to dress like this? And then when they saw like those slutty outfits, the ones for adult women, and then like teenagers at my school were wearing them, they were mind blown. I think I still have one. I have like they're always one size fits all and they're like one large piece. I have like a cat one and then I had a devil one. It was just the cat one in red. It was just this whole bodysuit with the flared sleeves and flared pant legs. Yeah, but as an adult, I definitely wanna either make something or get something a little bit nicer than the Walmart one. You know, it'd be funny if you went to an area with a lot of like trick or treaters in your scary costumes and just started chasing them down the street. If you want to share a link to it, I can put it on the screen and then we can all look at it. So I'm curious as well. Remember when I was a kid, someone had one of those costumes, and they were sitting on their porch, pretending to be a statue, I guess, pretending that they weren't a person. And as the kids came up to the bowl to get a treat, he would jump at them and scream and scare them. I never forgot it. It was horrifying. And then there was another time that someone had done a haunted house in their garage, and they had like a wolf mask, and as a kid that was so scary. It was so scary I started crying. I was too old to be crying, but I started crying. So you could be making someone's a core memory for some child out there. How old's your nephew? Old enough that it's justified to scare them? his own father set him up to be scared. To be fair, if I had a child, I'd probably do some stuff to mess with them as well. When I think about like all the times that my dad scared me as a kid, like doing stuff like that, it just feels right that I would pass it on to my own children. I have so much generational trauma. This is not even funny because I'm Asian. Ooh. Look how fancy this brush is. This is great. Just imagine like 100 years down the line, your great grandchildren will be doing it to their children because you did it to them. I find like every family ends up with really weird traditions and superstitions. Like one of the ones in my family is that you can't have a sketch made of you, like a pencil sketch, black and white pencil sketch, otherwise you will die. Because it happened to my great grand uncle at one point. he got a sketch done of himself, just for fun. He saw like a street vendor selling sketches. He got one done, and then he died a couple weeks later, and they've blamed that artist ever since. So that kind of stuff has always been fascinating. Yeah, that is generational superstition. And also another one. I don't know if I've got a lot because I'm Asian, but another one is I was never allowed to wear anything white or yellow in my hair because apparently those like mourning colors, and you only wear those colors if your relatives have died. Like it's white for parents, yellow for grandparents, something like that. And then if I had like an elastic band with a little bit of white or a little bit of yellow in it and I wore it in my hair, my dad would be like, "Are you trying to kill us? You want your grandma to die?" I was just like, it's not that serious. The other kids are wearing them all the time. Yeah, I don't know if I'll pass that one on. Oh, also, no wearing flip-flops when you go out in public, because that's trashy and it'll get you killed. I don't know who in my family got killed wearing flip-flops, but it's one of those things that they have. A lot of things get you killed if you're in my family. This dress is coming along nicely. Yeah, I think I did I think I did all right with combining the two. I took pieces that I liked from both. I definitely want these little bows in there as well. Shading this is going to be a nightmare. Yeah. I'll let future me deal with that. So socks and shoes. I was thinking for the shoes, it's gonna be some boots. Socks can be stockings, though kind of hard to see them here because the dress is just where the absolute territory would be. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see what else I can do here. Boots with a slight heel, I think. There are a lot of bows. It's subconsciously telling you that you should put on some bows. You know what I wish would come back though? Back in the day, they had those huge bows. Like the emo and scene kids had them. They were huge. They were the size of your face. I wish those would come back. I think I still have mine. Okay, so these are pumpkins. I'm not sure about the pumpkin face. I'm gonna just try it on. Yeah, but Mary Janes are like a classic Halloween shoe. I do love them. Maybe like some black pantyhose type thing would also look good. Okay, I think I can put the face back so we don't have to look at her headless neck for too long. Now this image here. There. We put these faces on. Now going back to designing someone's dream home. I wish I could commission you to design one. I already have images of what I want one day. Maybe one day when I'm super rich, we'll all meet up again, and then you can stream the process, and then we could be like, add bows to the house. Oh my god, I love Sims, but I can't build to save my life. My Sims houses are rectangles with windows sometimes. If I can remember to add windows, they're not always there. Yeah, but I bet your house would look amazing because you do it in your real job as well. Unlike mine. I'm more of the kind that just makes them have a lot of babies and checks out the genetics. Because it's fun to see like what my Sims kids look like, but they really aren't living in anything worth bragging about. They're living in boxes. Right. Pumpkin dress. Do you think the pumpkin patterns are too much? So toggle them on and off. No pumpkins, pumpkins. They don't look very good from far away. What if I lower the... No, pumpkins are not... It looked good in the reference photo, but not so much on my character. Maybe bats would work better. I just gotta make sure that they look like bats, not mustaches. Let's try that again with bats. Mustached bats. Maybe if you zoom in real quick, I wish I had a bigger canvas. Like you zoom in and they've all just got the cutest little stashes like a bartender. The curves at the edge. If I was a man, I would have that mustache, the one that curls. And then you need to like keep rubbing product into it to keep it shape, but I don't know how they grow those, but they're very cool. Most people that I meet with facial hair just go like beard, but it's like that mustache is the extra mile. Oh, why'd you stop? If I were you, I'd never have stopped. I would just kept going. I just made it more and more dramatic every time. I think bats are definitely better than pumpkins. Yeah, I think the bats are nicer than the pumpkin. The pumpkins just read like when you go into, you know the cartoon forest where you go into the forest and then there's like little eyes staring back at you and it's an unnerving feeling, but bats are pretty good. I've not been into a real forest at night. I'm afraid of the bugs. I almost died this year because we got carpenter ants. Because my neighbor had this log. I think she was using it as a flower pot. It was just a hollowed out giant log. And then she got sick, so I didn't see her for a very long time. And then her daughter-in-law sold her house. But during that time, these carpenter ants moved in. It was dreadful. And they kept on coming inside. I thought I was gonna die. Oh, I'm in Canada too, but I'm just in a suburb, away from all the bugs. I'm thinking bicep tattoos are a thing. I don't know if bicep is a bit too much though. Yeah, the other year we had an infestation of those stupid caterpillars, the kind that become moths, but before then they're extremely large caterpillars. Let's do I may give up on the tattoo. I do have her hand ready to hold something here. I haven't decided what yet. I want to move on. I want to do a little bit something here. What should I do? Okay. Yeah, that's what I originally thought was the pumpkin trick or treat, because he buys the treats and then he puts them in a bucket. Just thinking the sleeve. I guess, okay, I'm gonna have to go in a bit because I got work tomorrow and I gotta get ready for work. So 2 options for the dangly sleeves, kind of like what they have on this side with a fluffy frilly thing, or like a puffy sleeve. But like we could do a transparent one because those look really nice. Or like these tight sleeves that go past your hand. Like that. It kind of goes like pretty much all the way to your fingers. Like that. Let's do... You can do those ones as well, where it's like thin at the top and then kind of flares out here. Or the poofy one that's like a transparent thing. I'm leaning towards the... Actually, I don't know. I like them both equally. What do you think? We'll leave that alone for now. While you think about it, I'm gonna start on the shoes. Oh yeah, I do have a Discord. Let me grab you the link. We used to do Gardic in there. I really miss it. Share. How do I share? Invite people. We should all get back into the Discord and then we should play Gardic. Gardic is so fun. I think you'd like it a lot. It's like I really enjoy it because it's like drawing but it's so hectic. And honestly, the worse you are at drawing, the more fun it is. We used to play it in the server every week, but then real life gets in the way. So it's been a while. It'd be probably hilarious to stream it as well, just to, because it's such a fun experience. I don't like how these shoes are coming out. I think I'll redo these shoes. Not today. I'm just kind of getting there. Delete it, get rid of it. Okay, so her outfit is done. The guy's outfit is just gonna be a casual outfit because the focus is gonna be on the box that he's holding. Then pumpkin plushie. Was it a plushie by Jellycat? Because I love Jellycat plushies, they're so cute. I have a lemon. And I have a watermelon. But this guy? They do all sorts of fun food shapes. Oh. Oh, they have one that's a sun. Oh, I'm getting distracted. But like this kind of thing on a string would be nice, maybe. But she could hold a pumpkin bucket and also have a plushie. The world's our oyster. And she could have maybe a headdress as well. There's a lot we can do with this character. I think I may try to save these shoes after all. I want to do the silhouette. Okay, I've got to get going. Yeah, a plush bucket that I want in real life. After I had the Mary Jane bit, I think it would look better. And then it can either be plain Mary Janes or there can be like a bow at the back. A orange bow at the back. Like this. Just to go with the bow theme. And maybe also... No, that's too much. Just the middle here. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this shoe off. That sounds cool. Do they make buckets that are like plushies now? Because I love plushies. I have too many, I think. Alright, I'm just gonna finish this off and then I'm also signing off for the night. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing this come together. Thank you for your input, and I'll see you hopefully next week, same time, maybe a little bit earlier. I was finishing in good time today, and then my boss was like, "Can you respond to these emails?" And he sends me all these client emails, and then he sends them off to the client with his signature on them. And that was at what, 6 p.m. So yeah, that's basically been my day, but I'm glad I got drawing in. Alright, have a great night, and I'll talk to you later.